What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about those main event fights for UFC 278. We're not going to waste any time. Let's get into Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards. Holy crap. Now, coming into this fight, I felt like Leon Edwards was being a bit overlooked. I personally thought that Usman was going to win via decision, but I had said numerous times, if this fight stays standing, it's going to be interesting because Leon Edwards is really good. He's an expert striker. That's his realm. More tricks up his sleeve standing. That's his comfort zone. That's his world. I was actually really impressed with the wrestling of Leon Edwards, the defensive wrestling, the ability to get back up to his feet. He wasn't making it easy for Usman, that's for sure. Basically, the first person to take Kamaru Usman down in the octagon, had that body triangle from behind, threatening with the rear naked choke. Impressive stuff. That showed you that Leon Edwards wasn't playing around, and he had the skills to compete with Kamaru Usman. Now, with all that being said, Usman started to turn it up and started to do basically what he does. Take the fight over, grind Leon out. And I didn't agree with commentary. I felt like Edwards was giving up takedowns, but I don't think he was quitting in the fight. I don't think he was breaking at all. I just think he was tired and dealing with Usman's skills and his pressure. Coming into this fight, I had a funny feeling, man. I was thinking that Usman was sipping his own Kool-Aid a little too much. I think the money, the attention, the fame got a little bit to his head, just a little bit. You saw like in his demeanor, there's confidence and there's cockiness. Usman was right in the line of cockiness. You saw like in photo shoots, looking at his belt, just like this aura, like overconfidence. Yes, you're a wrestler that has developed formidable striking, but you're not this expert striker yet. You have great fundamentals, you're a physical beast, you have power. That's what makes you threatening on the feet and the threat of the takedown. But against tricky guys, there's some vulnerability there. If Jorge, for example, played his cards right and fought smarter, stopped messing around in that second fight, he could have posed more issues for Usman on the feet. But he didn't respect Kamaru's stand-up or his power, paid the price. Leon Edwards, being a tricky, experienced striker, didn't make that same mistake. The guy doesn't play around. He fights to win. Caught Usman with like basic one-on-one stuff in striking. Threw a punch as a diversion. Usman tried to slip it. Bam, gets cracked with a kick on the same side. Again, that's just like basic stuff. We've never seen that from Usman though. We've seen great fundamentals again with power. Jabs, crosses, hooks, low kicks, body kicks. But the setups, anticipating movements, reading people, the timing, that's all Leon's world from years of striking. I gotta say, happy for Leon Edwards. Dude more than deserves this win and the belt. He's been grinding for years, overlooked. I feel like denied a title shot. Finally gets it, gets the job done. New champ. As far as Kamaru Usman, this is actually a good thing. This shakes up the division. This gives Usman the opportunity to show us just how great he really is. It's a setup to something greater. Now, if he can come back, if he could work on his skills, improve further, win that belt again, that's going to make him more of a legend, a greater champion in the sport, because that says a whole lot. When you lose the belt and you claw back and become champion again, I feel like that's more impressive than keeping the belt, going on long runs and never losing. What did Fedor say? A man that does not fall does not stand back up. You get to really see what somebody's made out of when they hit a low. I think Usman's going to be back. Still think the guy's a beast. He was winning that fight. Just made a mistake, got caught. Played with fire a little bit too much on the feet with Leon Edwards. Props to Leon Edwards. Great win, new champion. The guy truly deserved that. Now moving on, Paulo Costa versus Luke Rockhold. Hey, just want to say out the gate, respect to Luke Rockhold. I didn't think his chin was going to hold up. He actually took some hard shots. They both gassed out, maybe due to the elevation. Costa didn't look good. Because as bad as Luke looked as far as like cardio and conditioning, I feel like Costa should have finished him. The Costa that fought Romero would have finished Luke. That wasn't the case tonight. Costa visibly smaller, trimmed down for whatever reason. I would say maybe due to cardio, but he got to make some adjustments, some tweaks. And again, it might be the elevation, but Costa certainly didn't look the same. As far as the fight, that was a fun fight. Back and forth, crazy striking exchanges, great grappling exchanges. Luke showed a lot of heart, a lot of grit. At times, he looked like he was gonna quit, looked like he didn't want to be in there, but he gutted it out. And if that's the last time you see Luke Rockhold, salute to you, sir. Thank you so much for the entertainment, the great fights. Former world champion in separate organizations. Fantastic fighter at his peak. Paulo Costa, he has a lot more potential in my book, has to work on some things. Happy he got back on the winning track. All right, Jose Aldo versus Marab. Aldo's takedown defense, legendary. He was doing so well against Marab. Marab's an animal. The guy's like the Energizer Bunny, doesn't stop coming. I definitely felt like Aldo had the edge in the stand-up, which was no surprise. But Marab sapped his energy. This is very typical of Jose Aldo. It hits the later rounds, starts to gas a little bit, guys steal fights from him. And I think that's what happened tonight. If Jose had the energy, I feel like he would have beat Marab. But Marab with the pressure, with the grappling, sapping Jose's energy. It takes a lot of energy to fight against takedowns, to stuff takedowns, to reverse position against the cage. It was an ugly fight to a lot of people. Not a pretty one, not very entertaining, but Marab did what he had to do to win. This knocks Jose back down. He was on a great streak. I think he still has more in the tank, but we'll see. This is definitely discouraging for him. The guy's a walking legend. Props to Jose, of course. Marab is a problem for a lot of people. His style just nullifies a lot of guys. He's like a smaller Habib. Anyway, guys, I don't know what else to say. Crazy night of fights. It was entertaining. I enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section of the results of these fights. I know that main event title fight with Usman and Edwards, that was crazy. Thanks for watching this segment, guys. If you enjoyed it first time at the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Appreciate that. Like and share the video to show support. That's really all I ask. I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you all on the next segment. Until then, everybody, please take care.